Welcome to ESG Weiss, your go-to channel for all things related to environmental, social, and governance strategies. Welcome to ESG Weiss, your go-to channel for insights into environmental, social, and governance strategies and solutions. Today, we are delving into a critical topic for businesses operating in the UAE, responding to the UAE Climate Change Decree. 10 key actions for climate resilience. The first step in responding to the UAE Climate Change Decree is building internal capacity. This means investing in training your teams to understand sustainability concepts and how they apply to operations. Specifically, focus on GHG inventory management, integrating sustainability into projects and supply chains, and leveraging sustainable finance. When your workforce understands these areas, they can implement practical solutions that contribute to your organization's climate goals. Remember, a well-trained team is the foundation of any successful climate action plan. Global standards such as the GHG Protocol and ISO 14064 offer robust frameworks for managing emissions. By following these, you ensure that your efforts are credible, consistent, and globally comparable. These standards provide guidance on how to measure, report, and reduce emissions. Additionally, aligning with internationally recognized frameworks demonstrates your commitment to transparency and accountability, which can strengthen your relationships with stakeholders and regulators alike. Scope 1 and 2 emissions are a logical starting point for your climate strategy. These emissions fall under your direct control. Scope 1 from your operations and Scope 2 from purchased energy. Creating a detailed inventory of these emissions helps you understand your current carbon footprint and identify areas for improvement. Addressing these emissions not only positions you for compliance but also leads to immediate cost savings, particularly through energy efficiency and process optimization. Benchmarking against peers is a powerful way to evaluate your performance. By identifying emissions hotspots and comparing them with industry leaders, you can pinpoint areas where you can improve. Peer benchmarking provides insights into best practices, giving you a roadmap for implementing changes. Additionally, it helps you stay competitive in your sector while aligning with industry trends. The Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, is particularly useful for climate action. Often, 80% of your emissions come from just 20% of your processes or activities. By identifying and focusing on these high-impact areas, you can achieve significant reductions efficiently. This strategic prioritization ensures that resources are allocated where they will have the most substantial impact, making your sustainability efforts both effective and cost-efficient. Your supply chain plays a crucial role in your overall emissions profile. Engaging with suppliers through sustainability policies, data requests, and collaborative initiatives ensures that they align with your goals. This alignment not only helps reduce Scope 3 emissions but also strengthens relationships with suppliers who are committed to sustainability. Collaboration across the supply chain amplifies impact, turning a regulatory requirement into a competitive advantage. Scope 3 emissions, which include indirect emissions from your supply chain, are often the most challenging to address. Start with spend-based methods to get an initial understanding of emissions. Then, work with suppliers to improve data accuracy and maturity. Educate and empower them to track their carbon footprints effectively. This creates a ripple effect, improving overall sustainability across the value chain. Scope 3 emissions, which include indirect emissions from your supply chain, are often the most challenging to address. Start with spend-based methods to get an initial understanding of emissions. Then, work with suppliers to improve data accuracy and maturity. Educate and empower them to track their carbon footprints effectively. This creates a ripple effect, improving overall sustainability across the value chain. Optimizing your supply chain for emissions reductions goes beyond compliance. It's about operational transformation. This involves rethinking logistics, sourcing materials locally, or shifting to low-carbon suppliers. These changes reduce emissions and improve operational efficiency. This step demonstrates a commitment to innovation and aligns your organization with global best practices in sustainable supply chain management. Even after reducing emissions, some residual emissions will remain. Investing in verified carbon offset projects allows you to neutralize these. Choose high-quality, certified projects that align with your organization's values, such as renewable energy initiatives or forest conservation efforts. Offsetting not only demonstrates responsibility but also enhances your reputation as a sustainable leader. The UAE Climate Change Decree requires immediate action. The steps we've outlined today provide a clear path forward. Building capacity, following global standards, prioritizing Scope 1 and 2 emissions, engaging your supply chain, and investing in carbon offsets are all essential elements. By acting now, your organization can lead the way in sustainability, ensuring compliance and resilience in an increasingly regulated landscape. Thank you for joining us in this critical discussion. As the UAE moves toward achieving its ambitious climate goals, the time to act is now. If you have questions or want further guidance, please don't hesitate to contact us through the provided details. Together, let's create a more sustainable and resilient future.